guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hope. This is MissionKeto, and today's video is a meal prep video. We're going to be meal prepping a lot of stuff today. I've got a list here. I'm not going to show everything in detail because a lot of it is repetitive stuff from past meal preps. I will always show you everything that I make at the end though. If you have any questions about anything, I will certainly answer them. So just comment down below if you have any questions. I'll try to put as much information as I can about each one. But I just wanted to give you my tips. I always like to give meal prep tips. A lot of it is not necessarily prepping a meal, it's prepping food for the week just so it's easy and ready to, prepare or cook or warm up. So first thing I would say is make a list of what you want for the week. And you would probably know what those things are based off of your meal plan if you've done that, and grocery shopping, what you purchase at the store. So just kind of go off of that list, because there is one thing that I love. I have my happy list here, is marking it off when you finish it. However, I always say it's okay if you don't get everything done, right? This is a guideline. You kind of pick and choose the most important things. What can you not live without and what can you live without, right? Then I would say clean as you go. It is a very important one, I think, because it just kind of keeps things together and you're less frazzled. And then at the end, you just clean up your last thing and start the dishwasher, if you use your dishwasher. So I definitely do. Also recommend a garbage bowl. I always work right next to my sink here, and I have a strainer that kind of fits over the sink, and I just throw the garbage in there as I go, and then when I'm cleaning up, I toss those. So that's very helpful. And then last but not least, I definitely will play some music in your ears, watch a movie or a series that you like, and that just kind of helps keep things going as well. So I do have my list here. Like I said, a lot of this stuff is stuff that I have already made many times. I will try to get as much information as I can for you on times, how long I cooked it, those types of things. But if you have questions, again, just let me know. We're gonna make some short ribs in the Instant Pot. We're gonna make some pork belly. We're gonna do chicken tenders, and we're gonna do the breaded chicken tenders with what are those? What are those things? I can't even think of them that we don't like. Hold on, let me go find it. The things that I don't like, but we're gonna make it. It's the pork rinds. I tell you sometimes. So you can definitely make these yourself, but we don't eat them, so sometimes it's nicer just to have this convenient and ready to go. I like to mix it with Parmesan cheese and then Andy's favorite seasoning, and we go that route. So today I'm also going to be shredding my own Parmesan cheese in the food processor to mix it in instead of having the packaged stuff. We're gonna chop up some really thin steaks that we have with a little bit of bacon. He likes that as a meal. We'll cook that on the stove. Andy has already made 3 pounds of bacon and a package of burgers from Aldi. He wanted to get that over with earlier in the morning so he's not so hot outside. So he's got that done for me. There's a couple other things on here. I've got to grate my regular cheese. Also, the stuff I'm gonna show you, I'm not gonna tell you because I'm excited about, and let's get started. All right, so first I am shredding my block cheese, and I took out the little bit of leftover cheese that I had before, and I'm gonna put that at the top so I can use that first because I don't want that to go to waste. So just a little tip there. And then I am using my food processor to shred the Parmesan cheese, and I cut it into little pieces. Glad I did. Okay, so here is what the Parmesan cheese looks like. You just have to make sure that you grind it as fine as you want. The longer you grind it, the better. It still has a little bit of, bite to it, but I think that's gonna be good. I like that. So let me put it in a container and we'll move on to the next thing. All right, so right now in the air fryer, I am air frying these bite-sized dry salami that I got from Aldi's. I tried this last time and they're so delicious. It is a 0-carb snack, but I've got it in my air fryer, and I love them because they crisp up like pepperoni, but they're thicker, so they don't warp and change shape. They kind of, that just kind of annoys me with the pepperoni sometimes. So these are about halfway done. All right, so now we're gonna make these short ribs that I got from Aldi in my grocery haul this past weekend. We're gonna put these in the Instant Pot. I do like to put a little bit of water at the bottom. They're gonna make their own juices too. And then we're just gonna plop them in here any old way. Okay. Bone in, so they are bone in, and let's see, we definitely want to close this up. Make sure this little thing is pushed back. Technical terms here. And then we're gonna pressure cook it. This is what has worked for me. And usually it was like an hour and a half. And then let it release. And this is a big Instant Pot too. Okay, so I'll show you what it looks like when they're done. All right, this is probably the most simple thing that Andy loves. It's like the thin cut steaks that I get at Aldi's and a pound of bacon. And you just chop it up. I like using my scissors because my utilities or my kitchen scissors are really sharp for this. And I just chop them into bite-sized pieces, throw them in my skillet and cook them up. And it does probably take 20-25 minutes. But it's delicious. All right, so the next thing that I'm gonna be making is something for me. I wanted to try this. I've always been someone that likes, I don't have a major sweet tooth, but I do like to have sweets occasionally. I've always been that person that likes like chocolate covered pretzels because I like that salted, you know, the sweet and the savory together. And, you know, I love pretzels, but we don't really do pretzels anymore. But I was thinking, what if I did chocolate covered bacon? And I'm sure it's been done before, but I've never tried it. So I thought I would try it today. So I have a few pieces of the bacon here that Andy has already prepped for me. I tried to get the ones that were as flat as possible. I'm gonna try maybe a couple of different ways to do this, but that's why I got the Lily's chocolate chips. I'm gonna put a little bit of coconut oil in with the chocolate chips. We're gonna melt that and then we're gonna just start dipping it in the chocolate. You could do like half of it, you could do one side of it. I might try a couple of different ways. We might try dipping it and then we might try brushing it on with like a pastry brush also. So yeah, I'll speed this part up, but let me know if you've tried it down below. Okay, so as you can see, I have brushed chocolate on at least one side of the bacon so far, and I didn't know how that would work at first, and I think it's better than dipping because I'm actually able to get it in all the nooks and crannies. It's not too thick of chocolate, you know, because, you know, like I said, I'm not huge sweet tooth, but I'm liking how this is turning out. So far, that's what I've done. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do the other side yet, but I'm gonna stick these in the fridge, kind of let them harden up a little bit, and then I'll bring them back out and maybe I'll taste it and see, do I want it on both sides or not? So yeah, let me know what you think down below, but I'm pretty excited about this. All right, so we are making great time. I am literally, the short ribs have about 30 minutes left and pretty much everything else is done. We're gonna look at the bacon again in a little bit. I just took a peek at it and oh my goodness. Whew. Really the last thing, I think I'm gonna hold off on making one of the things and make a separate video out of it. So stay tuned for that. I'm pretty excited about it. It has to do with that bread cheese. But again, you know, sometimes you can't get everything done in one day and that's okay. But I will still show you that because I'm excited about it. We are gonna make chicken tenders right now. I have this bag of tenderloins. We're going to mix my freshly grated Parmesan cheese and the pork panko pork rinds crumbs that I've got here. We're gonna mix that together with some of the Redmond seasoned salt, coat them. We'll put a little bit of, no, we won't. I don't have any egg, so we're just gonna wing it today. I think I've done it without egg before. And we're gonna stick it in the air fryer, crisp it up, and make some chicken tenders. All right, so the chicken is almost done. That last batch that I had to do, and Andy and I tasted the chicken tenders and they're delicious. You don't even really need the egg. So you could have it for more protein and everything, and it probably would help it stick a little bit more, but you don't technically need it. The short ribs are almost done. I'm about to show you everything, but look at this. Okay, the one thing that I would say, whenever you're gonna make this on, just make sure you put like wax paper or something down first. It could be a baking sheet, whatever. I really like this cutting board. It's a good size for things because it ended up sticking, and I've already tried it because I had to, because they broke. Like the little piece broke off and it was calling my name. This is delicious. I have decided that I'm gonna keep one side uncovered because again, I like that savory, the salty part of it, right? So it's delicious. Just brushing that on, I think really helped. You could dip it also, but that's really good. And I don't have any macros or anything for this. I mean, the bacon, there is 0 carbs in it. It really is just a treat. That's why I only made a few, because I don't want to have too much in there, but it's really delicious. So I'm just gonna put these in a Ziploc bag and they'll just sit in the, probably the refrigerator, maybe the freezer, because it's kind of good cold too, like ice cold like that. So that was a success, I think. Again, the other thing that I was gonna make was, I'm not gonna tell you yet. It's gonna be my recipe video for Wednesday. So just stay tuned for that. I just have so many things on this list, and the only thing I didn't get done was really that one. So I'm pretty excited about it. I got a lot done today. We did short ribs, pork belly, chicken tenders, steak with the bacon and burgers, which Andy did that, and that took a huge load off. Chocolate covered bacon. I grated cheese, I grated the Parmesan cheese, and we did a little bit of the salami in the air fryer. So let's show you literally everything. Oh, real quick, I also wanted to share another sneak peek of one of the prizes in the grand prize giveaway that we'll be having once we hit 10,000 subscribers. This is something, I love this company. I have used quite a few thing of theirs. I love their non-dairy creamer for the coffee. I love their Reds drink mix. And their pre-workout is pretty good too. This is their collagen. They've redeveloped the design. Everything else is the same, but they have donated their chocolate flavor for the giveaway. I haven't even tried this yet, and one of you is gonna be able to. So I wanted to make sure that you got to see another one of the surprises. And then on the recipe video on Wednesday, I will share another sneak peek. I'm not gonna show you everything, but I'm trying to show you some sneak peeks just so you can be excited. So, yay. All right, so the short ribs are done. They did like depressurize or whatever. I can't think of the word right now, but it was almost 30 minutes, but look at that. Look at this, okay? So an hour and a half is good. You can see them falling off. Look how tender that is. Oh my goodness, it's perfect. And all of that good fat, Andy really loves that. So I'm gonna put this in a container. The chicken is about done, and then we will go over everything. All right, meal prep is done this Sunday, and it is 12 o'clock, not even, 11:57 to be exact. So let's go over everything that I made. So we sliced up some of that thin strip steak with a pound of bacon, got 2 meals out of that. So you just cook it to your desire, however you want it. Here is the pork belly that we cooked in the air fryer. It's gonna depend on how much pork belly you have, but this was about 400 degrees. I always started at 20 minutes. I shake it about halfway through, turn them over, season them, and then I just kind of stick close by and check on it. This one took probably about, I think I had 6 or 7 minutes left on it. So it was really more about 13, 14 minutes total. Very quick, very easy, very delicious if you want to get your fat up too. 3 pounds of bacon minus a few slices that we ate, and the chocolate covered bacon. I'll show you that in a minute. But Andy did that for me. And then a package of the hamburgers from Aldi's. And then these are the chicken tenders that I just made. This was just, he made the bacon and the hamburgers on the Blackstone griddle. And then the chicken tenders, I cooked those for 400 degrees on the air crisp function for 20 minutes. And I flipped them halfway. I only put them in Parmesan cheese and the panko bread crumbs that I had, mixed it together with the Redmond seasoned salt. Did not have any egg. We were out of eggs, so I did not have that. Normally I would dip it in the egg and then the breadcrumb mixture, but look, it stayed on there pretty well. So if you don't have egg, you don't technically need it. These are the short ribs. There's lots of fat and goo on there, but it is very tender. Not for me. Andy's excited though. Here is, I grated in my food processor a block of Parmesan cheese just so I could have my own. And I do think that those tasted better because of it. I shred my own cheese every weekend, so I had 2 blocks of cheddar cheese that I did shred. And what I also do is if I had any leftover, which I had a tiny bit left of this Colby Jack, I took that out and put that at the top so that would get used first this week. Also, I made some chocolate covered bacon. This is delicious. I just brought it out so you could see it a little bit better. And then air fried some salami. This was, I put it on the bacon setting. I think it was maybe 10 minutes. Flipped it halfway through. I should have let it cook a little bit longer. It's not quite as crispy as I like, but it's still delicious. So that is everything that I made this meal prep. Let me know what you think. Have a great day. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.